Hi Danielle, I wanted to give you some quick video feedback. The things that you want to do here right away is add your logo here, come down to the footer, update it from 35 to 225, and put the disclaimer for the Real Deal Taco that's with your assignment. This needs to feel a little bit more like the tacos truck. This, you can take that out. That button is not working. Link these up to the client's account that you're provided with. You don't need this. You have your location here. You do need a form. This should be on another page, on your location page. This is a placeholder. It needs to come out. I realize you've got a testimonial there, but you need to get rid of these. Okay, you have one that has all of your testimonials. You're not even required to have testimonials necessarily if you want to take that strip out. Here is you've got a template that isn't from scratch. It's blank, but it's not from scratch. If you click it, you can go to Manage Media. And that's where you're going to have these that you want to either replace or get rid of. So you can replace the image and put your tacos or what have you and name them. Or what I'm recommending for some of these things, if you don't need them, is to select all, and you can, let me zoom in, the contrast isn't great there. And you can delete those and say done. Or you can add something, but at least this will make it go away so that you can work there, all right? Let's see, the other thing, the contact will always go last. Delete this page, delete this, delete that. You can keep one of these, delete this. So delete all of these. Now it will say, do you want to delete the app? And you're going to say yes. Okay, if it deletes everything and it deletes this too, what you can do is duplicate your site first. If you're worried about losing content, you can just come up here, site, and duplicate it. Okay, and then you can continue to work on your duplicate if you're worried that you'll lose something. All right, and then make sure you're saving all the while publishing it. It should do it automatically, but it doesn't hurt. All right, let's see what else on yours. Select and delete this. I'm not sure what this is. So gallery, you don't need that. That's not required for the assignment, and it's just going to slow you down. So I would delete that page. Your about, you need to put the content in here. You may have begun it someplace else. You have this here, and you have this here. It's a lot easier to work on individual pages than a scrolling page, because the scrolling page has to have, when I select this, it has to link directly here with an anchor line. So it's much easier to create a new about page, create a new page, and you can go to your about, or you can go blank. The problem is you have to take out all those images and things. You have to remove everything, and that slows you down. So let's choose a blank one for your about, and let's just name it about. Okay, and so now it's going to come up here. You can see this was the original, so you delete that one, and then it's going to link. And then what you would do is you would go to your home page that has all this scrolling stuff, and you would just delete this strip. Okay, you can put this on your new about page, but then you want to get rid of this because it's not linking in your navigation, and doing so is another step few steps you need to learn. So that's why it is much easier to have separate pages rather than a scrolling page. Don't need that. Contact is always last. All right. So, you can add course. It's the same as selecting this. And if you need to, you can put a taco or something there. But I really want to get you to where you're doing the very basic first and not adding a lot of things. And this is where all of this is getting in the way. Okay. And again, this is what you did to add your AI, but you don't want AI images because the client doesn't have those items. You want to use their images. Okay, so then you're going to go to your pages and menu. If you have any of this, if you have any of that, you're going to select the gear and delete it. You see all these things? You may have some of these that you don't need. For example, you've got reservations, online orders. You do not want those. So sure, you could delete some of them. They're connected, so it's deleting all of them. And that's what you want. You don't want all of those pages. So here, I only have the menus. That's all you want. So if you've got all those other pages, you're going to go and delete those. And as I said, this isn't yours, but I don't need that. I'm going to delete it. The contact needs to be last, so I'm dragging it down. I've created a new about page so that it's not scrolling. It's just an about page. And then, of course, you're going to have a location page in there. And that's going to have the content that you have on your contact. Okay. You can also add a form. We don't want any of this placeholder. Make sure you have the logo up here and just simplify your pages. Start by deleting things you don't need, especially all those testimonials that are blank. You don't need those. Take everything out you don't need and then just put the client content there. All right. I'm going to let you get away with this right now because you need to be able to organize your site, but that's something I want you to be aware of. You would never give this to a client, all right? Because it's not their food. Okay, I will come back to look at your site, make sure you're saving it and refreshing it so that you know you have a good connection and changes have been recorded there, all right? All right, I hope this helps.